Hello, my name is Diana Haywood. I serve as Vice President of the North Carolina Synod. I greet you on behalf of the North Carolina Synod Council. The upcoming 2021 Synod Assembly includes a bishop's election. The election of a bishop is one of the most important responsibilities of a synod. As the Synod Assembly is the highest legislative authority of the synod, the election of a bishop is a key responsibility of the Synod Assembly. It is an election, but it is also a call process. As an election, it is governed by the Constitution, bylaws, and continuing resolutions. But as a call process, we engage in prayer, discernment, reflection, and seek the guidance of the Holy Spirit. The Synod Council is responsible for making sure the election is competently and fairly handled. One thing that must be addressed early in the process is the composition of the assembly. Our Constitution requires that at least 60% of the voting members must be laypersons. Additionally, we have set goals that at least 10% of the voting members should be persons of color or persons whose primary language is other than English. 10% of our voting members should be youth or young adults. Please keep our goals and requirements in mind as you select voting members. Constitutionally, all pastors on the ELCA rosters are eligible for election. With this in mind, voting members should provide as much information as possible regarding a candidate being nominated. For example, there may be many Pastor John Does throughout the church, and we will need to know that we are contacting the intended person. The North Carolina Synod uses ecclesiastical balloting for the election of a bishop. To begin the process, each voting member can submit the name of the candidate of their choice. This is the first ballot and is the nominating ballot. The names of the candidates submitted by voting members will be then tabulated. If no candidate receives 3/4 of the votes cast, the Assembly will prepare for the second ballot. Prior to the second ballot, the Elections Committee will verify that all of the names on the ballot are indeed rostered in the ELCA. The Assembly will then receive the names of those nominated on the first ballot. At this particular time, those who wish to remove their names may do so. After this ballot, candidates may not remove their names. After candidates are allowed to remove their names, a new list of names will be provided to the Assembly. Each voting member will vote for one candidate from the list of candidates. If no one candidate receives 3/4 of the votes cast, the Assembly will prepare for the third ballot. The third ballot will include the names of the 7 candidates plus ties who received the highest number of votes on the second ballot. Prior to the third ballot, candidates will provide biographical information and will complete disclosure forms. There will be a question and answer session. At the end of the question and answer session, the Assembly will conduct the third ballot. If no candidate receives 2/3 of the votes cast, the Assembly will prepare for the fourth ballot. The fourth ballot will include the names of the 3 candidates plus ties who received the highest number of votes on the third ballot. Prior to the fourth ballot, candidates will address the Assembly. If no candidate receives 60% of the votes cast on the fourth ballot, the Assembly will prepare for the fifth ballot. The fifth ballot will include the names of the top 2 candidates who received the highest number of votes on the fourth ballot, plus ties. The candidate receiving the majority of the votes will be elected. The 2021 Synod Assembly will be online June 3rd through 5th. Please choose your voting members early. Materials and information related to the Assembly are included on the Synod's website under the Events and Communications tab. Thank you for your ministry and participation. This is an exciting time to be in North Carolina, and in fact, North Carolina is the place to be.